So, it's that time of the year again. Holiday travels, packing stress, and not really trying to overcomplicate your setup. So here are my top 6 gadgets that I picked this year that will just make the whole traveling simpler, or it could be a perfect gift for anyone who just loves tech. Alright, so let's start with the bag itself. This bag is from a company called Black Voyage, and this specific model is called Zephyr. I'm not sure how to say that properly, but this bag has a feature that I haven't seen in any other bags, and that feature is a vacuum seal technology, which means that inside of this main compartment, there's another compartment inside of this which has a zipper, and you can put more stuff inside of this, and once you're done, you can just close the zipper and use this air pump to pretty much vacuum seal the whole space. And that's really amazing because now you can actually fit more stuff into this personal bag that you can take on your trips where you don't really want to spend more money on like getting a carry-on or luggage. And in case if everything is not fitting really well and you just want more space in terms of this, then you can also just open this zipper and that will just give you a bit more extension to your bag, which will allow you to fit more items. And if you ask, does it have a laptop compartment? Yes, it has a plenty of storage right here for laptops, your iPads, or anything that is like much flatter, your power banks, because you can just put power bank right there and use this USB-C where you can just feed the cable in to really charge any devices without opening any zipper. In terms of weather sealing, it's fully waterproof, so it doesn't really matter what weather it is. This bag will really last you for a long time. And in terms of long-term comfort, it has a really nice padding on each shoulder straps, so you should be good there. And they also provide you this extra like a hip support, so if you're like putting this bag on for a long time, you should be fine because all the weight will be distributed evenly. And it's probably going to be my go-to bag for any small travels that I do for like a week. Alright, so the next product is really interesting one. These are pretty much lenses for your iPhone 17 Pro. This is a telephoto up to 10x and this is a probe lens. So in order to use these lenses with your iPhone 17 Pro, you're going to need this Sandmarc case, which will allow you to mount all the lenses that they offer on their website. Personally, I was really interested in checking out this telephoto lens and probe lens, and all you have to do is pretty much screw this into the main lens. And once you do that, you get even more zoom range than your iPhone actually offers. And as we all know, iPhone goes up to 8x, and just add 10x more to that 8, which will be 18. So as you can see, it has a really crazy zoom range and you can get really creative with all the shots, especially for things that you want to capture that is really far out there and you don't really want to carry like huge camera with the huge telephoto lens, and it's just not convenient, especially if you're going into like tight places in holiday times like New York or stuff like that. You just don't want to carry something that is expensive and heavy to carry all day. I think this comes really handy and a creative way to really utilize everything that your iPhone 17 Pro has to offer. Now, in terms of the case itself, it's made out of fully leather, so it feels really premium and easy to hold. And on the top, that Apple calls this plateau, this kind of more feels like a aluminum material, so it's really solid and definitely protects your iPhone from pretty much all the angles. And as you can see in this comparison, the telephoto difference is crazy. Only thing that I would advise is that if you are going for this lens, definitely use like a tripod, because once you go like super further away, your every single jitter of your hand will be just visible in your video footage. But in terms of photos, I think you will be just fine since you are just capturing one frame. Now this lens is called probe lens. Now what pretty much this do is, if you want to capture something in really tight space where you can't really fit the full body of your camera or even your iPhone, then this comes really handy because you can just go into that small spots and get really creative with all the shots. And as you can see for the demo right here, I was just trying to capture my small F1 Lego car as if like it's a big actual size car. And yeah, I think shots like that, especially if you're a content creator who just wants to capture something in a different perspective, I think this lens comes really handy. In terms of build quality, they're built really solid because they just feel super premium and well made. When you get this lens, they also come in this small pouch that you can just use to carry all these lenses, especially if you're traveling somewhere and you want to carry this with you. Now, a few things to keep in mind before you buy them is that when you use a telephoto lens, these are manual lens, so you're not going to get the autofocus that you get with your iPhone lenses. But not to worry, because it also has this manual ring that you can use to get your focus right. And one thing that I really like on this probe lens is that it also has these lights in the front, so if you are going into like a darker, tighter spots, that will just light up your subject. In my opinion, I think getting a telephoto with your iPhone 17 Pro is a great combo to travel with. You can just get so many interesting shots, different perspectives that no one else would have without carrying any big cameras. Alright, so the next product we have here is a wireless 3-in-1 charger, which can charge your iPhone, your AirPods, and Apple Watch all at the same time while maintaining really small footprint like this. Just look at the size of this thing. It's like really tiny and pretty much fits in my hand, and stuff like this, you don't really realize, but carrying stuff like this while you're traveling just comes so much convenient, because you just don't have to carry multiple cables for each of your accessories. Pretty much use this and you're covered. Now, in terms of power, it has a Qi2 wireless charging up to 25 watt for your iPhones, which is going to fast charge your iPhone, so you don't really have to wait super long. And accessories like this is something that you just don't ever take out of your bag, even when you come back from any travel trip. Just keep it in the bag. Whenever you go to travel, you have this, so you're pretty much covered. You never forget. Now, what really makes this wireless charger different from any other accessory is the color. It has a cosmic orange color that we also got in iPhone 17 Pro, and they pretty much matched it to exact same color, and that just makes tech look more fun. Now, apart from the charger, they also sell this braided USB-C to C magnetic cable, which means that once you are done using it, it can just like roll just like this without putting too much effort, because everything is just magnetic. So it just keeps your cables tidy and you don't really worry about getting it knotted or anything like that. Alright, next up is the Bose headphones, and these are Quiet Comfort Ultra Gen 1. Now you may ask, why I'm talking about Gen 1 where they already have Gen 2s released. Now let me tell you, I actually sold my AirPods Max to get this for almost half price. Now if you're confused why half price, well, I actually bought this used but in great conditions, so I'm not really losing anything on sound quality, and they are built really well. So almost for like $250 or $300, you're getting the same kind of sound quality that you can also get in the Sony XM6s or AirPods Maxes. These are really great. Now, the reason why I got this over Sony's or any other ones is because the size of this cup really fits well to my ears, and it doesn't feel bulky. It's super lightweight and it has a nice comfort on the top as well. And the best part is they can fold like that, so you don't have to carry anything extra and can fit into any bag that you want. So in my opinion, I think this is the best bang for your buck if you're looking for new headphones this year, and especially if you're traveling this holiday season. You don't want to hear that baby cry for like next 10 hours of your flight. These are really great in the sound quality as well as active noise cancellation as well. Alright, next up is an all new wireless charger from a company called Charge, and this is their third edition called iSmack 3, which features 10,000 mAh battery life, and it can charge up to 3 devices all at the same time, which means you can use this power bank to charge your iPhone using MagSafe. You can also use this inbuilt USB-C cable to charge your other devices, and you can also use this another USB-C port to charge your third device, and you can do all of that while it's wireless. So if you're into like run and gun situations, especially if you're traveling, you just want quick juice into like your phone, your camera, or anything like that, this comes really handy in all those tight situations. And this new model has a really nice kickstand in the front, so you can just pretty much put your phone like that and still enjoy content, or if you're like into making content, it's really easy to do all of that. And one thing that this company does really well than others is to make their products really look cool, because you get this like nice transparent design where you can see the components inside of this power bank. Especially this one has an active cooling, so you can literally see this fan like going crazy inside with all these RGB colors. Now in terms of the maximum output, it can go up to 35 watts, and for an iPhone using Qi2, it can go up to 25 watts. So having one of the wireless power bank in your kit for traveling should be a must because you just never know what situation you are going into. All right, so the last but not least is this AI pin from a company called Plot. Now, the main feature of this device is to listen to you and around you and turn all of that into a summary however you would like. For example, if you are like in a meeting where you're discussing a lot of points that you don't want to like write it down while you're in the meeting, I think this comes really handy because you can just put this on yourself or even on the table, and it will just pretty much record everything that's going on, and it's going to provide you whole summary and main points that were talked in this conversations. So I would say more than travel, I think this is a perfect gift for anyone who is into like professional work where they attend a lot of meetings and they just want to make sure that they don't lose any important points. I think this would be a great gift to them. Now, there are a few different ways you can use this on yourself. You can either clip it on you, or if not, you can also use this magnetic bag that you can just put it inside of your shirt and just put it like that, and you're good to go. And to record anything, all you have to do is just press and hold this in the front, and you'll just see this light blinking. And that way it's connected to your iPhone, and you can just pretty much access all of that into the Plot AI app. And as you can see in this app, once you are done with the recording, you can just click on it and it's kind of giving the whole summary. But if you want to change how the whole summary is being given to you and you just want to change the whole perspective of this thing, then you can also do that. And in case if you want to listen back to that conversation, you can also access the voice note, which has all the audio recordings, so you can pretty much listen back to the whole meeting that you just had. Which is just crazy to think that in 2025 we have this small device that you can just put it on yourself and it does all of that. No more note taking. It's a thing of the past. I would highly recommend getting one of this as a Christmas gift for anyone who is working professionally. They would love this because it's really unique and it will definitely stand out from the crowd. Now, this was a really quick rundown of some of my favorite gadgets this year that I think will work great as a travel tech or could be a perfect gift for anyone who are into tech just like me. Definitely let me know if you have any questions, and also check out these other videos that I think you'll also enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.